Abby Knupp is a survivor. She's speaking publicly about her sexual assault for just the second time.
Some days are better than others.
She's one of many speakers at the Monument Quilt, an event aimed at providing support to survivors of rape and sexual abuse.
I felt very isolated and alone, and I think that the quilt is like a very real representation that there are thousands of people out there who've experienced something similar to what I have.
Dr. Geneva Murray is the director of Ohio University's Women's Center, and she's also a survivor.
I think that the quilt and the power that the quilt has for me is that they are our stories. The quilt is my story. If you want to see my story, you can see the quilt. You don't need to know which piece is mine because they are all our stories.
The quilt spreads out across the entirety of Ohio University's Peden Stadium.
This is the first time the full quilt has been shown at a university football stadium.
It's made up of thousands of squares made by survivors from across the country. While it's not every day you see such a taboo topic talked about somewhere as public as a football stadium, that's what is so vital to the event.
People don't like to talk about sexual assault. It's uncomfortable, it's sad, and it's really, really scary. So I think having it in such a public way, displayed on this campus in such a huge way, it's like impossible to avoid.
Showing stories in public spaces means that we have to look past the numbers. We have to look at the realness of what happened. We have to think about it as individuals.
Seeing and sharing individual stories and experiences through the quilt is healing for many and eye-opening for others. According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, an American is sexually assaulted every 98 seconds. It is a sobering statistic, and for survivors, it can be an isolating incident. But the quilt and the thousands of patches that make it up send a strong message.
We're never alone.
For WOUB News, I'm Abby Grisey.